Okay, that should be good. All right, so why don't you go ahead and tell me a bit about the company?
Cinelytic Group. We started 7 years ago, and really it was all about addressing pain points that we saw in the filmmaking space. My background, I used to be in finance and investment banking, worked with a lot of companies like merger acquisitions. You see a lot of industries, you see how they work, you have tools to help with assessments. But I always was a lover of film, directed film. After I was able to exit finance, after 10 years, I became a film producer and really saw with an experience from other industries that while technology was adopted well on the creative side, new drones, VFX, whatever it was to make the film creatively better, on the business side, it seems like it's still 1985. So very much like old school ways of thinking about the economic side, business side. And 80% of films don't find a screen. Only 4% of films break even their budget on the independent side.
Right.
The studio side had other issues, but we saw these pain points as industry insiders. Another studio exec, producer came together, rocket scientists, and we just literally talked about how a solution could look like, and we built Cinelytic.
Right.
We launched it, get some early traction with film funds, production companies, film studios. Warner Brothers became a client, and really built trust in the industry. And then people and companies came to us with additional pain points, like we have an issue about submissions. We get so many book scripts, we can't read them all. So we had a lot of opportunities on the ground, or we leave out a lot of opportunities because we can't cope with the process of receiving so much material in the early stages, because you have to read a book and so on and so forth.
Right.
And so we build a tool where they can, a submissions tool for them, basically called Script Sense.
Okay.
You get a book, a script, a treatment, you drop it in, the AI logs it, summarizes it. There's a chat tool, there's a version comparison tool, production breakdown tool.
Okay.
So you can very quickly get up to speed. So the mantra that we as a company have is like, support the industry with tools to increase productivity and give them the best information possible to make the best possible decisions.
Okay.
To really help them be successful.
Okay. And let me get this one on video also, because I find that interesting and kind of curious, because a lot of people have sort of issues with how AI might be used, right? But it sounds like what you have here is it's more of like an assistant.
Yeah, correct.
Really.
So when we build, we call it utility AI. We use AI when it helps our tools be able to address pain points in the industry. So things like the economic side of film, or when certain processes are very unproductive, we build tools to help them be more productive, make better decisions, be more successful. And it's very important that when you work in the entertainment industry that you have an open but critical mind, because AI is not one thing. It's like saying the internet is one thing. The internet you can, misuse and find a way to build a bomb, but you can also donate money, right? I mean, there's a wide disparity of use, and the same is with AI. AI is just a technology.
Right.
So when you're in the film industry and you're scared of AI, I think you're getting it wrong, because what you have to be is critical, but understand the different use cases.
Right.
Our use case is purely utility AI, and it helps our clients be more productive, make better decisions, be more successful, more job security.
Okay.
It helps to forecast films that sometimes are not forecastable with traditional methods, so more original content can get made. Because when you don't have good forecasting methods, you resort to just making the same IP as they did the last 10 years.
Right.
Not to do with AI. AI actually helps to make more creative content because there's a better way to forecast.
Right.
So there's a lot of positive things that can come from AI, and is already coming from AI. That's the way we use it. But people need to have an open mind and really think of, there are areas where I'm more critical, but there are areas like our area which is just helpful.
Okay.
And it makes people more successful. And eventually, in an industry with sinking revenues, increasing costs, it will help that to be more sustainable again.
Okay. So, what do you say? So, what would you say about like people feeling like AI is sort of taking people's jobs? Like personally, I find it to be a good assistant
Correct.
but like stuff that you said, you kind of organize with it, and it can't do things for you, and you definitely have to like research yourself.
Exactly.
To make sure.
It's not taking. What it does is it makes you more productive, right? So when, for example, we started working with a major agency on script sense.
Okay.
And they started to run like 500 projects a month through it, which was kind of, now they do 800 or more because it's just so much, you know, you can look at more projects because it doesn't take as much time.
Right.
When you get a book, it takes 4 days. If you get 100 books a month, that's a lot of time spent, and nobody can read all of them,
right.
so they cross them out by title. So now we can summarize them all in minutes on our tool, ask questions about it, maybe run even like a production breakdown tool if it's a script, and then make an informed decision of who of takes it further. Because then, if you want to make that into a film, then it has to have humans, work with a writer, we get it ready into production. So the AI is a supporting tool for humans, and that's the important part that people need to understand.
Okay, so can you tell me about like some of the a bit about some of the successes that you've had so far, like which companies?
So yeah, we work with major studios. I mean, some are public, some under
right.
It's not so public, so we cannot say. But we work with major studios, major agencies, small independent companies, and a success to us is our client is successful, because then it means stay a client longer. So if our clients are successful, we're successful, because then we have a long-term relationship with them.
Okay.
So our success is when we talk to our clients and they talk how much better they can work now, how much more successful they are in their jobs, that makes us happy, because that's exactly why we exist. When independent film companies that started with a slate of 5 films and a $20 million funding are able to raise a $300 million slate funding after operating successfully for 4 years using our tools, then that's become a success. So our success are interlinked with our clients. So if they're successful, these stories, that gives us the drive to continue, because it is a lot of work to build these tools in this industry that is very critical of new technologies on the business side. It's also hard work educating them about it, and then once you see our tools, they understand. But we can't show everybody our tools because we don't have a staff of 5,000 people.
Right.
So that's why these interviews are important, to figure and give people an idea of what we do, so they can be curious and try it out.
So it's also open not just to studios, but like to individual female.
Yes. We have tools like Kalaya, which is you have a script. Not yet. But we have, for example, a tool like Kalaya that's a lot for independent filmmakers, directors, writers, producers. Oftentimes, it's not easy to get quality coverage. You drop in a script, costs $79, and within a minute, you have a 30-page coverage that gives you all the summaries, gives you a detailed analysis of the of the script, what works, what doesn't, based on certain aspects, breaks out comms, gives you actor recommendations, so it gives you so much value for $79 in a minute.
Okay.
And so this is really something for filmmakers that everybody can use, and what's really found great footing in the very, let's say, independent industry.
Nice. I like that. Okay. Well, it was great talking to you. Is there anything else that you want to add that people should know?
I just say have an open mind. AI is not the enemy. It's like having a closed mind is the enemy, because that industry that we're in needs to evolve. Mm-hmm. AI will play a part, but if you look at it with a critical and sane mind and open mind, and you find that there's AI tools like ours that help the industry progress and be more sustainable, more economically viable. Yeah. And these ones you want to focus on, and the other ones that you're more critically at, that's, you can be critical towards them, but it's important to have distinction and understand the different use cases.
Nice. Well, thank you so much. It was great talking to you.
Thank you.
Bye.